What do you do with your ideas? Do you nurture them? Do you cradle them gently? Or do you let them fucking suffocate and die? Do you kick them off a fucking balcony? What do you do when you have an idea? Do you take the time to genuinely consider it, or do you just doubt that it could ever come to fruition? I've been working on developing this new website, and it is so exciting. And when it first happened, this was basically the idea that saved my fucking life. I was going through a really difficult time, and I needed something to just like hold on to. And that is exactly the purpose that this idea served. But it's also done so much more for me than just that. It's taught me exactly what is possible, and I realize that every idea I have, it's not wishful thinking, it's not bizarre, it's not crazy, it's just fucking perfect. Whatever I want, I can have. Whatever I want to achieve, I can achieve. It's just a matter of having a plan to get there. But so there's a reason why I bring all of this up, and that reason is, what do you do with your ideas? How do you treat your ideas? What do you do with all the thoughts that arise in your head, in this crazy head of ours? What do you do? I remember when I first had the idea for this website, and I was super excited, but I kind of had nothing to show for it at the time. And I had spoken to a doctor of mine, and he had asked me how everything was going, what I was up to. And I told him, well, actually, Nathan, I'm working on this website, and it's really exciting, and I know it's a grandiose idea, but I know I can do it because the timing is right. No one's ever done this before. It's an audience that hasn't been targeted yet, and I'm so fucking excited. And Nathan knew I was going through a lot. He knew I was working on kind of putting my life back together, putting myself back together. And it's possible he said this just out of concern, and I'm sure he didn't want me to overwhelm myself, but he kind of like shot down the idea. He had said, well, some ideas, they seem great, but sometimes they could be a little bit way too far-fetched, and you should just give up on them. And I think about, what would have happened had I listened to him? Sure, maybe I could have saved myself a hell of a lot of work and a headache, but thus far it's not been a headache. It's been just exhilarating and exciting, and yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's never oh, work. It's always like, work. Yeah, there's work to do. But so I wonder, I think about what would have happened had I listened to him, and I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that no matter his doubt or concerns, I chose to not listen at all, and I'm glad that I chose to do whatever I felt was right. And the reason I'm making this video is to encourage you to genuinely consider, what the fuck do you do with your ideas? How do you think? What is your way of thinking? How do you perceive life? How do you perceive yourself? How do you perceive your capabilities? Do you value yourself? Do you value how you feel, what you want, what inspires you? Because those are all really important questions I think everyone should ask themselves. So that's all I want for you to do. I love you guys. Stay fucking fabulous, and I'll see you soon. Bye.